Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I am going to do my top 10 best movies of the 1950s. I am sorry that I don't have a top 5 or top 10 worst movies of the 1950s because I don't know which one of those are worst. These 10 movies are one of my favorite classic films of all time. I even watched all of them growing up because I love watching them when I was younger in something like those. In my opinion, these movies are enjoyable and fun to watch because they make me feel happy. I think they even won Academy Awards or something. I don't know about those. Before we begin the video, I may review some or all these movies, or there may be spoils just to give you guys warnings if you haven't seen any of these movies. So, anyways, let's begin the video. Number 10 is The King and I. This movie is one of the best musical movies ever made. It even won Academy Awards for Best Actor in a Leading Role and other awards. Everything about this movie is great. The music and the performance of the film is successful and talented. I even watched the play of this movie at the Opera House as well. I don't remember when I first saw this movie, but it became one of the most successful musicals in film history. Number 9 is Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Elizabeth Taylor, Paul Newman, and Burl Ives did a great job in this movie. I thought it was really interesting that Paul Newman can be in a film with Elizabeth Taylor, but he is like a few years older than Taylor. Yeah, this movie took place in Mississippi Delta. It was a 3-act play written by Tennessee Williams. During 1953 to 1955, Williams wrote the whole book of this movie 3 years before the movie came out. Anyways, this was a great film. I just need to read the book. Number 8 is Rebel Without a Cause. When I was in high school in my senior year, I was watching this movie in my theater arts class and did some work about it. James Dean passed away before this movie came out in theaters and DVD. I keep forgetting what happened before the movie was released. Jim and Judy were the main characters in this movie because this movie was focused on both of them. Anyways, this film was a great film and became successful as well. Number 7 is Some Like It Hot. I thought this movie was enjoyable and fun to watch. During the ending of December of 2016, I watched this movie the first time with my family before getting ready for Happy New Year because I wanted to know what was going on during this film. This movie is rewatchable to me because of the plot in the movie what it's about. It is about the two main guys dressed into different people that Marilyn Monroe talks to. When they were on the train, they were dressed like ladies so they can join Sweet Sue in the society's Syncopactors. Sorry, I can't pronounce that word right. Yeah. That was all I know of about the film. Anyways, this film was enjoyable and one of the best films I have ever seen. Number 6 is 12 Angry Men. This movie is about 12 guys having arguments about an inner-city 18-year-old accused of killing his dad and stabbing him. Yes, the 12 Angry Men were doing votes for which ones the teen was guilty and for which ones the teen was not. Something like those. When I watched this movie in college during my speech class, I was interested to pay more attention to what was going on in this film. This is one of the films that I enjoyed. It was messed up, but great. Number 5 is The Bad Seed, 1956. I enjoyed this movie the first time I have watched it because I like what this film was about. It is about a little girl named Rhoda hit a little boy with her shoes, and that was how he got the moon marks on his forehead and on his hands, and he fell in the lake. It was after he won the penmanship medal that Rhoda wanted. Rhoda was evil in this movie because she killed a lot of people, and Christine, her mom, was terrified about it. My favorite scene is where Rhoda tells Christine the truth about what she did to the boy who gave her the medal. So anyways, this movie is awesome, even though it was messed up. Still a successful movie. Number 4 is Peter Pan. I love watching this movie growing up, and I think this movie makes me feel happy as well. In my opinion, this movie will always be better than the 2015's Pan movie. Pan took Wendy, John, and Michael to Neverland to meet Neverland people. Peter Pan, I mean. They all need to defeat Captain Hook from kidnapping the Indian princess Tiger Lily to kill her or revealing the location of Peter's hideout. That was all I could describe what was the movie about. Number 3 is Cinderella. This one is also one of my favorite old Disney movies of the 1950s. I watched this movie growing up. I even remembered watching this one when I was a baby. This one came out in 1950, one of the earliest movies of the 1950s. I noticed that the actress who was the voice of the fairy godmother was also the voice of Flora from Sleeping Beauty and the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Anyways, this is one of the best movies of the 1950s. Number 2 is Alice in Wonderland. This is one of my favorite Disney films as well. This is my favorite Alice in Wonderland movie of all time. I thought this one was better than the 2010s movie and Through the Looking Glass. I feel good whenever I watch this movie because I like the animation and the plot of this movie. Everything in this movie is crazy, beautiful, and colorful because of the Wonderland place. I even noticed that the actress who was the voice of Alice was also the voice of Wendy from Peter Pan. This one will always be one of the best movies of Disney classics. I'm sorry if I keep messing up on what I say about movies I am reviewing. And the number 1 is Sleeping Beauty. This one came out 40 years before I was even born. I feel good whenever I watch this movie as well, because I like the animation and the plot of the movie as well. I love remembering when I watched this movie with my family when I was younger, because we would watch anything that makes us happy. This movie will always be one of my favorite Disney classic films. I even enjoyed the soundtrack of this film as well. And that was it for my top 10 best 1950s movies. I'm sorry if I kept saying top 5 because I wasn't sure if there were 1950s movies that I remembered. So anyways, what do you think of these 1950s movies? Post a comment, subscribe, ring a bell for notification. I will make more videos soon. Bye.